Hi guys, I'm Johnny Neal from Kiai Fitness, and today I'm going to be teaching you about the kettlebell military press. So guys, the military press is probably the foundation move for shoulder strength and arm strength within kettlebell training. It's a grinding movement as opposed to an explosive movement, which is what we've been doing so far, so it's really going to test the limits of your strength. Okay, without further ado guys, let's get started, shall we? Okay, so we're going to start our military press in a racked position, guys. You should be very familiar with this by now. If you're not, please go back and watch our how to clean video. Arm is up here, we've got our kettlebell racked on the back of our forearm, and from here what's going to happen is we're going to start raising our elbow. We're going to tilt our arm out and we're going to raise our elbow, guys. Now, a military press is very different to a shoulder press in that a shoulder press comes out here and it's very, very separate from the rest of the body. It's really designed just to put a lot of pressure on the delts, on the traps and all the other shoulder mechanisms. So shoulder press is going to go from here and it's going to come up to the top and you're going to come back down just to here, okay? Not a lot of people come down all the way here because they're worried about risking overextension of the shoulder joint or getting an impingement injury. The great thing about the military press is we can work this full range of motion coming from here all the way to the top without worrying about that. So from this position here, bring the arm out slightly and we're going to start raising our hand. As we raise our hand, guys, it's really important that we twist the hand towards the front, okay? Not just for stability and support, but also to avoid any impingement injuries in the shoulder. From here, we're going to come back down, and we're going to come back down just as slowly, okay? That's again important. We're going to work what's called the eccentric movement, okay? The eccentric movement is the movement that goes in reverse of the main movement that you're actually trying to work. So for instance, if I was doing a bench press, that's my concentric, there's my eccentric. Concentric, eccentric. With this movement, I have my concentric, and I have my eccentric movement. What's also important to note in this exercise, guys, is the muscles you're trying to utilize while you're doing the work. Now, obviously, it's a shoulder exercise, so we're going to be employing the full range of delts in raising up, okay? The anterior delt's going to get a lot of work, the posterior delt and the lateral delt. But what we're also working is our upper chest. As we come through here, we're working our tricep as well. And we're also giving some work to the traps and to our serratus anterior, which sits down here when we're keeping our shoulder nice and stable. But what's really important, guys, is that we start trying to work the muscles that are in opposition to the muscles that we're trying to work. How do we do that and why? Well, for a start, there's something called dynamic tension, which is tension that you produce whilst doing an exercise. So from this position, guys, if I press up, obviously I'm being resisted by the kettlebell. I'm using my forearm muscles to stabilize the kettlebell. I'm using my shoulders, my triceps to get it up there. But as we come down, we want to utilize our full stabilization. So what's stabilizing the shoulder at this particular point? Well, for a start, we've got the latissimus dorsi, this wing muscle that sits underneath the shoulder here. We can utilize that, and if we flare it as we go, we just pull the shoulder down. Not only are we going to stabilize the muscle, but we're going to strengthen that as well, which is really great for working on our pull-ups. We're also going to be working our serratus anterior. Our serratus anterior is one of the big muscles in stabilizing the shoulder joint. We can also squeeze our bicep. Now if we squeeze our bicep, that's going to act in direct opposition to what our tricep's trying to do. Our tricep is trying to resist the movement coming down, but our bicep is trying to pull it in. So we're providing our tricep with some dynamic tension, but we're also providing our bicep with a concentric load. Okay guys, that's enough jibber jabber, let's start working. So from here, bring my kettlebell up to the clean position, and we're just going to nice and slowly start raising it up to that press position. So from here, take a deep breath in, and breathe out from the stomach, supporting muscles engaged. Goes nice and slowly to the top, and from there I slowly come down, but I'm not just resisting the movement, I'm also engaging my biceps, I'm engaging my lat, and you can see my hands start to shake as I'm working because I'm tensing everything around that joint. Good. Let's try the other side. From there, just a nice slow press. And from there, we're going to come down and just nice and slowly squeeze all the muscles working at the time. Great guys, that's all I've got for you today. Let me know how you got on in the comments below, and if you've got any more questions, please ask them in the comments or feel free to message us. Also, don't forget guys, if you enjoyed this video, you can like and subscribe to see more of our content, or you can check us out on Instagram and Facebook. My name's Johnny Neal from Kiai Fitness, and we'll be back soon.